Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSR YouTube channel for episode number 8 of the Burton Albion Road to Glory here on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 500. The aim is to hit there by the end of the year, so fingers crossed we can do it. Testing out a couple of new things today. I've got a new mic, so if the volume is too loud or too quiet, I apologise. We're trying out a new system. Bear with me. I'm sure I'll get it right by the next video if it's not right for this one. So if there is any feedback, let me know down below. A little look at the table then. We are currently sat 7th in the table after 26 games. We are well and truly in the thick of it. We're on 38 points. We have been sliding down the table because of our poor run of form. However, we are keeping positive. We're only aiming to stay in the league this year and then look to build next year, hopefully with a bit more money. But this is the current situation. We are in the January transfer window, of course. But before we get into that, we will look at the calendar and what we will be doing today. So Blackburn away in the league is going to be the game first up before Middlesbrough at home, Sheffield United away, and then Cardiff at home. And then the January transfer window slams shut. We will have another FA Cup game as well at some stage. I'm not sure whether that will be in January or February. We've only just played it, so the draw needs to be done. In terms of where we're looking for players, I said a left-sided player is probably what we want. We don't really have anybody in the youth system that will fit that gap currently. I am going to bring a couple of these into the first team and loan them out straight away to try and get that over the line and just keep some of them progressing and keep some of them happy. In terms of what we've got on the shortlist, we've got a few options out there, nothing crazy. We have got a loan offer out for Schreier, who I think we will let go for 440,000. But in terms of on the free list, Karoma is the one that I'm looking at. He's 27 years old. He may not get much better, but he is cover on the left side and he is cover for a striker. And I think he's a much better option than what we've got currently. So I think, again, as a rotation player, he's worth a pop. So I think we'll just cheer if we can sign him on a free. I'm not sure what his wages will be, but there's only one way to find out. So Karoma is in the office. Recommend a wage of 13k. We'll put it as an important role. Again, he's not going to be crucial. He wants crucial. Okay, we can accept that. We make if we go to 2 up top, he definitely would become crucial. He's just not crucial right now. We'll offer you a 2-year deal. Again, he might not. Okay, he wants 4. We'll counter that with 3. He may get a bit pissed off, but okay, no, 3-year deal does work with him. No release clause. That's absolutely fine. He wants 13k a week. We don't have 13k a week. We've only got 11. I'm going to offer you 9, and you may get a bit upset about this. The menus are still broken here. I'm going to offer you 9 and see if that's going to be enough. Will you take 9? He wants 10.5, a 94,000 signing bonus. Let's remove the bonus. And these menus are so annoying at the minute because they are broken. Can I lower? Let's lower that a touch just because we don't really have too much money. Let's see if you'll accept that. Submit the offer. 10.5 and 78 grand. Okay, I think we'll take that. That is going to be a done deal. We're going to have a new man on our hands. Karoma is going to come in. There's a bit of backup for the squad. We needed a bit of depth. That's the first sign of it. And he's a 70 rated player as well. So we may get some money back for him because his market value, I think, is 1.4 million. So it could prove to be a very good deal. Should we be able to get him in the squad, keep him interested and get him playing some game time, it could be a good bit of business. Again, we've done well with the free transfers so far in this save. Guess the right back being the key one, and this could be another smart bit of business coming through the door. So I'm not too displeased at that at all. Of course, on a free, so I'm sure that will be an A, of course, because it can't be any better. So first man through the door, I'll absolutely take that. Maybe we'll look for one more. Schreier is out of the door then. Player that struggled for game time. He played little bits and pieces, mainly off the bench, but was never going to get in ahead of Sweeney and Van Kooten. So the first player leaves in the January transfer window. I think it was 440k is what we had for him. So we'll see what sort of rating that gives us. But I don't think that's bad business. Again, it leaves us only with 3 centre-backs. But I don't plan on getting rid of, obviously, Jasper Moon, who is out of contract. We won't be offering him a new contract. I had decided that. But maybe a bit of centre-back cover is needed if we can find a freebie, but I'm not desperate for the position. Welcome to Ewood Park then for game number 1 of episode number 8. Form has been indifferent. We, of course, did get the win the last time out, spoilers against Millwall in the FA Cup, so we were proceeded there. We got the win against Brentford, who are top of the table in the simulation game, but of course we are looking to get more wins in the league, in the games that we are playing. We need to be more clinical in front of goal, control games, and look to get back to some sort of decent form if we're going to try and stay around that mid-table. Again, I think promotion will be a step too far this season, but that isn't necessarily the worst thing with the squad we've got. Can't see it for Blackburn as they come forward. Gay, good tackle by Sweeney. Gets absolutely flat, and surely that's a foul. He's not giving a penalty. No, he's not giving a foul. I was going to say, surely that's a foul to us, as Sweeney definitely won the ball, and my heart sunk just for a split second there. Jack Armour on the ball for the Brewers now. Just comes inside off that left-hand side and finds Webster, who will find Keedle. Keedle can just run in some space now. Keedle might be able to get a shot away, but it doesn't fall kindly. Can Conte win the header? Does. I think he might have been offside as the advantage played, or he's given a foul against Conte, which seems a little bit harsh, but first time we've managed to sort of create anything in what has been a scrappy game so far at Ewood Park. Gay, through on goal now as Eno comes back. Just looks to drop his man. Jack Armour just topping in, but that's going to be wide. Again, Blackburn haven't really threatened too much. It's been a really scrappy game. The conditions aren't great for playing the usual style of football we will. And again, where we just don't have that bit of class, the players, when they run with the ball, tend to take a touch that can often be too heavy. As Armour finds Mikey Moore now. Goes inside to Elliot Watt. Charlie Webster now on the ball. We'll look for the run of Ben Whitfield and finds the run of Ben Whitfield. He's going to try and turn, and we'll have to go to Mikey Moore on the edge. And Mikey Moore, can he get the ball out of his feet? No. Finds Conte. Conte onto his left foot, shoots, but blocked again. Promising signs, but again, just the story of the last few games, really. No real cutting edge, should I say, in front of goal. Mikey Moore into Jack Armour as we've got another chance to come forward. And Jack Armour loses the ball, though, unfortunately. Chance for Blackburn early in the second half then. Gay on the ball. Gay shoots. Good save from Max Crocombe. Jack Armour can't get there to clear it quick enough, but an early scare for us at the start of this second half. Blackburn now with the corner in front of the travelling fans. We'll think about taking the shot, but don't. Mikey Moore gets it clear in halfway there. Max Crocombe saves it around the corner. Can Conte get there to clear the ball? Does. He's going to try and stretch his legs now and get forward. Surely that's a foul, referee. Referee waves the play away. We do come clear, though. Sigurdsson now tries to take on Guest. Goes back to Pickering. On the edge to Todd Cantwell. Cantwell shoots. It's going to be wide. Some substitutions are going to be made. 65th minute, Simon, some fresh legs. Whitfield is going to come off. Neeman's going to come on. Koralma's going to come on for his debut instead of Mikey Moore. And that will be where we leave it for the time being. Let's try and get some fresh legs in. Try and settle down. Blackburn have dominated in this second half. We need just to settle into this rhythm that we need to find. Hope for a goal. Inside. We'll try and look for the run of Guess, will he? No. Comes back inside, but it's poor. And that's really summed up his Burton Albion career since he joined us in the summer. He has just not been good enough. Just hasn't got that final bit of class that we need. It's going to be a goalless draw at Ewood Park. It's a point to kickstart episode number 8, but again, we showed absolutely nothing whatsoever. There's two questions to ask. One about the system. Maybe we try something else, or do we try and find sliders because we're clearly not very good at Legendary. We'll have to have a think, I think. 0-0 at Ewood Park. 2 games in quick succession then, as we've got a midweek game at home against Middlesbrough. As we kick off the game, kicking from left to right in this first half in much drier conditions than we saw at Ewood Park. So hopefully that will suit our style of play a little bit more, as Mikey Moore looks to find Jack Armour instantly down this left-hand side. And is there. We'll go inside to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore trying to get the ball onto his stronger right foot. Can't do it, but that was an early sign that we managed to sort of semi-unlock Middlesbrough early doors, who are 11th in the table, so they will be a tough opposition, I am sure. Whitfield into our Conte now. Tries now to go inside to Mikey Moore. Does go to Mikey Moore. Bit lucky. Mikey Moore shoots. Deflection. Goal! Do you know what? It's the bill of luck we may well need. It was a lovely run again, almost identical to the phase of play previously, where Conte just tried to stick the ball. This time did get through. Got firstly lucky just here with the little ricochet. Good save from the keeper, falls kindly to Michael Moore. Brilliant first touch and composure, though. We do lead Middlesbrough. It's 1-0 Burton. Conway looking to make an instant response for Middlesbrough. Typically, when we've gone 1-0 up since changing to Legendary, we have conceded fairly swiftly afterwards, and we need to make sure we don't do that now, as Jones is on the edge of the box and Van Kooten gets a big block in. We did it against Portsmouth. That's the one that sticks out twice against Portsmouth, in fact. And we need to make sure that we don't make stupid mistakes. Webster does well. That's going to be a foul. Surely a yellow card, potentially, referee. Because if Webster got through there, Now, Conte was starting to make the run, and that would have been interesting. And it will be a yellow card early doors in this game for Aidan Morris. Charlie Webster often does find himself in the battles, and we'll look to try and see if we can create something here as Elliot Watt finds Jack Armour. Jack Armour's just going to try and skip down the far left-hand side and put the ball into the box. Conte may be offside if he gets the header. I think he would have been offside, but he is offside, in fact. It's just unlucky. Good run from player Jack Armour again, though. Good build-up play for the Brewers. Whitfield finds the overlapping run of Guest. Good from him. The young lad who, again, we got on a free with spouting his trumpet earlier. Now finds Ben Whitfield, who will look to try and get the ball into the box. We'll cross it to the back post. Mikey Moore is there. Scores! Mikey Moore hasn't scored many since joining, but he's finally starting to show his class. That is a wonderful goal. Guest with the overlapping run, holds the ball up, finds Whitfield, who thinks, no, I'm not going to run into the box. I'm just going to try and find a man. Does find a man. Mikey Moore makes a sensational run into the edge of the 6-yard box, beats 2 men into the top right corner. It's 2-0 to the Brewers. Whitfield does well to dodge the tackle. Now he's got acres of space just to try and run into Ben Whitfield. Go alone if you can. Ben Whitfield have a shot from distance. Oh, just wide. It was worth a go. He just parted the players. There was absolutely nobody stopping him. And just as the player was coming across, he took a shot. Never really troubled the keeper. This is so much better from us, though. Coming to the end of this first half, which has been one of our better first halves so far. And so far being the key, because until the referee blows his whistle, we're not going to count our chickens just yet. We need to make sure we go in with a 2-goal deficit if we can. But Bangura now is going to try and make that difficulty as Sweeney comes across. Azaz finds Jones. Just be careful here, lads. Keep your heads, please. Jones just trying to wiggle his way into some space. Hackley's there, but the referee says, no, I've seen enough. That is a brilliant 45 minutes. Compared to Blackburn, it's night and day. The conditions suiting the way we play. Ball on the ground, get the players in there, get them down to run down the wing. Mikey Moore, a sensational half. You welcome to the club. You're finally showing some reason why we spent the money on you. At the break, it's 2-0. Into the second half then. Middlesbrough trying to make an instant impact and claw back one of these goals. But it's a good block from us as Guest can't clear his lines. Goes to McGree. That's really stupid from us. We concede here. We will absolutely kick ourselves for giving them a sniff back into the game. Bangura now gets inside to McGree. Heedle just trying to shut the angle down. Does well. Elliot Watt trying to do the same thing. Just be patient, lads. Guest who gave away the ball. Just trying to have a little nibble. See if he can dispossess the ball. McGree now onto the edge of the box. Conway shoots. Hits the bar. Oh, what a let-off that is. It was from when we gave the ball away initially, which caused the problem. Now we can look to counter-attack as Arconte's there. Finds Mikey Moore. Go back to Arconte. Arconte, can he beat his man? No, he can't. This is a brilliant game of football so far. Arconte now in a bit of space. Can he wiggle his way clear? Can't, but he will find the round of Ben Whitfield. Oh, it's sensational again. We are finally putting in a performance that we've been so long in waiting for. This is the Burton Albion we know and love. This is why we're in the Championship. What a sensational performance for us. That's been absolutely faultless. Arconte, that's genius. Just holds up the ball. Ben Whitfield runs onto it. Thank you very much. Thanks for the new contract, boss. 3-0 to the Brewers. Only a few minutes left in this game, so fresh legs coming on the pitch. Billy Bowden is one of them. Loses the ball again. We just want to cap this off with a clean sheet now because we have had to go through a lot of pain recently in recent games and recent episodes where we've been frustrated. Even in the last game against Blackburn, just not creating anything. We've stuck with the process. We've trusted the process and it finally pays off. That is a wonderful performance for Burton Albion. 3-0 against a side who are in a similar position to us and a vital 3 points for us. If you'd have said 4 points from the opening 2 games from this episode, I'd have snapped your hand off. That was wonderful. Absolutely sensational. And Mikey Moore, welcome to Burton Albion Football Club. He is going to be a little superstar. Burton Albion 3, Middlesbrough 0. So time for a simulation then. It is an important game, but it is going to be the one that we simulate. Sheffield United are above us in the table and one that, again, it could be a similar to the Brentford result should we play it. So I think this is the smart one to simulate. We won't make any changes to the starting 11 that beat Middlesbrough in the last game. So we'll go with it. And let's just hope that the quick sim gods are with us yet again. With us yet again, they were. 2-1 victory away to Sheffield United. It seems that when we simulate against the good teams, we win. We simulate against the sides at the bottom, we lose. An interesting one. Slimane gave Sheffield United the lead on 90 minutes before Mikey Moore got his first goal of the game. That man is in scintillating form at the minute on 32 minutes. And then the winner was from our Conte on the 76th minute. And that wrapped up the 3 points for the Brewers. Max Crocombe with a 7.1, Mikey Moore with an 8.5, our Conte with an 8.4, and just a couple of subs off the bench. So far, we haven't lost this episode, but there is one game to go, and of course, the close of the January transfer window. Back on home soil then, as we welcome Cardiff City to the Pirelli Stadium, a side that are down in the dumps in the table. They're currently 22nd. To a game that we really need to be winning, and especially with this little purple patch of form that we're in. Again, the conditions are wet. We typically don't play well when the conditions are wet, so it is going to be a slog. We're going to have to try and just grind out a victory here, but to be honest, a point wouldn't be the worst result, given how the other results have gone in this episode. Wonderful. Again, Webster now, through on goal. Can he find the run of our Conte? Does find the run of our Conte. How's your first touch? How's your second touch? How's the third touch? Oh, it's just wide. Oh, it would have been a wonderful goal. Brilliant determination from Mikey Moore in the first place to win the ball back. Webster played through our Conte lovely. Took 2 really good touches. Tried to finish with his third. Just wide. First big chance of the Brewers on the 20th minute. Still 0-0. Oh, Ben Whitfield. That's sensational. We said a goal might come from a Cardiff City mistake. Will a goal come from a Cardiff City mistake? It does! That's a sensational finish from Ben Whitfield. Cardiff City, we caught you once, we caught you twice, and on the third time, we punished you. Ben Whitfield with a wonderful composed finish. Hard, low, into the bottom left-hand corner with his right foot. Team celebration. I don't know what they're doing, but we don't care. We thought that's how a goal may come, and it does. It's a wonderful finish. Thought for a second he might come across to our Conte. Goes alone. Doesn't matter. Burton 1, Cardiff 0. Trying to get into the box. Can they get a ball in? Willock goes back to Shoppers. Referee will have the whistle, please. Thank you very much. Good half of football from us. We've created a couple of opportunities. Cardiff have been pretty poor, to be honest. Probably one of the worst sides defensively that we've played against this season. It is only 1-0 at the break, though. There's a huge 45 minutes coming up to see if we can go unbeaten in Episode 8. And it's not very often we've said that recently. Early in the second half, then. Chance for the Brewers to come forward. It's Mikey Moore now on the ball. We'll try and go and fire to Webster. It does go inside to Webster. And our Conte's there. Our Conte shoots. Goal! 3 minutes in the second half. And we've got a second goal. And we've carved them open like a Christmas turkey. Thanks for coming, Cardiff City. Our Conte's back on the score sheet. The team celebrations happen again. That is a wonderful, wonderful goal to start the second half and potentially secure 3 points. It was brilliant from Mikey Moore. Webster was unselfish. Throw the ball in. There's no one to be seen from Cardiff City. Our Conte does not miss them. It's Burton Albion 2, Cardiff City 0. Oh, Garza now for Cardiff. They need something, and they need something quickly. Can Sweeney get across? He doesn't. Oh, it's a brilliant save from Max Crocombe. Oh, we needed that. Cardiff are trying to spark a life into this game. In fact, they bring a substitution out. We will also bring the changes as Webster can come off for Bowden. We've played a lot of football recently, so we need to keep the legs fresh. Niemann can come on as well. I think that'll be it for now. The legs aren't too bad, but just to try and shore things up a little bit, we've got to defend this corner first, as the double substitution will happen, as Cardiff City may look to take it a short again like they did in the first half. They won't. The ball will come into the box. Good save again, Max Crocombe. Cardiff City all of a sudden coming into this game. El Ghazi going to whip the ball in again. Can we clear it this time? Keedle's there. Can we get the seconds with Mikey Moore? Do get the seconds with Mikey Moore, and he will just clear the ball and clear the danger. Davis now. Jack Armour trying to shut the door on him. Sweeney clears. Mikey Moore's there. He's been absolutely sensational in these last few games. He really is the player that I thought we were going to be signing. It's Jack Armour just wonderfully as well. The grit and determination from all of these players as our Conte now is showing his strength. Can he find Mikey Moore? Does find Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore won't get lucky. The referee has added 2 minutes onto this game. Well, we are going to go unbeaten in episode number 8. Just before the January window slams shut. That is the confidence builder we needed. And I feel like it's a set of results that we've bloody well deserved, because I've tried so hard to make this side click with the change to difficulty, and I finally think it's paid off. Not every episode is going to be like this. We're going to have a rocky road along the way, but I'm starting to believe that the squad is coming together. That's another huge 3 points. It's Burton 2, Cardiff 0. So we have 7 hours of the transfer window left, and annoyingly, the scouts, or the scout reports that we did want to come in, haven't quite come in yet. I was looking for a centre-back for a bit of cover. Now, we've got No, there's 1 day left on these. So we're going to have a look at the stats, if anything else. On the face of it, his physicals aren't too bad. His defending 66-70, so he's not going to be a world beater. But he could be a good bit of backup. And he's on a free, and he's only 20 years old. His strength's very good. He might not be a bad option. We've also got Ryan Leake, who's got much better defending and physical. Also on a free, 27 years old. Bit more experience. But his scout report is way off. We've then got Mateju, 29 years old, is 64-68 defending, so probably the weakest. And then we've got Hakeem Odofin, whose physicals don't look too bad, but again, it's just, do we take the gamble, not really knowing what we're getting? I'm tempted by Odofin, and we just take the gamble. I mean, it's on a free, so we've not really got anything to lose, but there's also that element of just signing a player for the sake of it. I'm guessing with a free agent, we could actually wait for the reports to come through and then sign them outside of the window, providing that the game actually is realistic. And that's the bit I'm not sure about. So I think what I'll do is I'll gamble that the game will allow me to sign free agents outside of the window. Obviously, Nolan isn't one of them, so we're just going to have to accept that we're not going to sign him. And I think we'll just gamble that one of these three is good enough, and then we can bring them into the squad, because I don't think we're desperate for anybody, and I can't imagine any offers going to come in through. I think the window will slam shut with just one transfer coming in and one going out. So the transfer window has slammed shut then. I'm just having a quick look through to see if there's any standout deadline day signings that went through. So there is a lot. Ezri Konsa has gone to Napoli for 28.8 million. That's about as exciting as it has got so far. Not sure there's going to be much else. 32 million there for Shrez. But nothing else of real note. Danilo's still going away. He's left Forest. He's gone to Udinese for £18.5 million. I'm sure they'll be delighted to get that for him. And Rory Nolan, the player that we were looking to sign, actually did end up going to a club. So we wouldn't have got him should be required to anyway. So not too much happening on deadline day. Nothing happening for us. So that will wrap up this episode. But what we will do is have a look at the calendar ahead of what is going to be a busy February. We have got Sheffield United in the Cup. So we will play that game because we're going to look to put a little cup run together. And then it's QPR in the league, Forest at home, it's Millwall away, and then it is Derby at home. So they are the games that we'll bring you in the next episode as we look towards the end of the season already. We've still got a few episodes to go, of course. And we will just have a little look at the league table before we finish. And after this good run of form, it is still Brentford who lead the way. They've got a 7-point gap to Nottingham Forest after 30 games played, and then Norwich just a point behind them in Ipswich, Luton and Coventry. We're just outside the playoffs now, 3 points behind Coventry in 7th place, and we've got a little bit of a breathing gap back to 8th. So things we've steadied the ship, I think. We'll have a quick look at the bottom of the table just to see who is down there. It is Millwall, Cardiff and Charlton who are down there and struggling. But a very, very productive episode for us. I feel a lot better about things at the minute. And actually, if things keep going the right way, could we put together a playoff chance? It's a long way off yet, but we will see. We've got a lot of football to play. But as always, thank you very much to everyone who has shown the support on the series so far. Please do continue to get your comments in. Please do continue to give the channel a thumbs up. And as always, get yourself over on the Twitch and the Discord. Links are down below. And I'll see you very soon for episode number 9.